It's a mood. I'm just playing, y'all. How's everybody doing today? Happy 2023, y'all. Happy 2023, year of the future. I hope everybody's doing well and okay. I'm gonna be talking about the planets with astrology and what that looks like for you, and you, and you, and you. Not you, but yeah, you too. Yeah. Before I get into that, I wanted to go over tips for today, because you know what? I gotta go get a napkin. So I'm gonna be asking Siri sometimes for definitions of things, so that I'm not, like, I know that I'm not making shit up, or I'm not being delusional about things. I'm like, am I the crazy one? I'm like, no, I don't think so. Okay. Hey Siri, what's the beneficial factor of washing your hands?
Here's an answer from KidShelf.org. Good hand washing is the first line of defense against the spread of many illnesses, from the common cold to more serious infections, such as meningitis, bronchiolitis, the flu, hepatitis A, and many types of diarrhea.
Half of the world that doesn't do that, do it, please. I'm just saying that because people that don't wash their hands and work in industries, I don't know, such as like bars or restaurants, or places where where there's consumerism, or people have to touch stuff, anywhere in general, just wash your fucking hands. It's not that hard. What are you rushing for? What are you rushing to do anyway? Let me tell y'all something. So last week, I was in a bar, karaoke, going to the bathroom. This man is in the urinal. Mind you, I don't like the urinals because it's too exposed. It's too much exposure for me. Go to the stall. If I go to the urinal, it's real. Like, I really have to go. Tinkle. Or it's just, I gotta go. I literally cannot. Stay hydrated, y'all. Open the stall. I'm about to wash my hands. Looks at me, smiles, walks to the door. He did put, I'm not going to justify nothing he did because he's fucking nasty. But he put little hand sanitizer. He just put like a little drop. I'm like, so then what makes it worse? He's a bartender. This man is touching cups, glass, straws, napkin. It's giving a bad Yelp review. That's what it's going to give, because I just can't. I like to make sure my hands are like moisturized, So keep a hand creamer. Keep like a little pocket of like body butter or something, like a little jar of that. Just keep something to let your skin know that you care about it, because you're in it, right? You would want to care about something that you're in. I would hope so. Darling, like, cherish it and take care of it, please. Not that hard. All right. Anywho, it's giving a high value. You see, it's like on black paper. I did it with like metallic. Love her, as you can see, metallic. It's a metallic day today. No, y'all. That was a tip for today. Wash your hands and care about your damn hands afterwards. Another side note. So y'all see, I have my little. Y'all like, what the fuck is it? So this is I'm starting to get into like crystals and like moon waters and like cute little remedies and like good energy vibe stuff and stuff like that. Stay tuned. In interior decorating, it's gonna be probably my last video up in here. So yeah, that is pretty exciting. I just got emotional thinking about all the shit that I've been doing here. It's been a ride, but I am blessed. I am highly favored, and I am thankful, and I am fortunate, and I am honorable. I am honoring His name. Thank you, Jesus, because let me tell y'all, hunty, what it was not giving. It was not giving that. But this is probably my last video recording it in here. Yeah, bigger and better. Bigger and better. That's all we can do, right? Go up from here. I started watching Steven Universe. Well, I've been watching Steven Universe, but I really admire and I really started to get a fascination of stones. I'm like, okay, these are cute. But these are really dope. Like, I have a bunch of these in my classroom, like I mentioned, but they're like really dope. Like, you can see that like they've really intricate. Like they put like so much craftsmanship in here. Like it's crazy. But like yeah, the wiring and putting the holes through the hole through the stone and too much. But Siri's gonna help us out. Siri, what is the beneficial factors of citrine?
Here's what I found from thespruce.com. Black tourmaline and hematite have strong protective energies, while citron helps heal self-esteem issues, as well as attract wealth and abundance.
Okay, thanks, Siri. I'll put her down. So citrine, that's one. Number one. Uno. Let's see. What are the beneficial factors of clear quartz?
Here's an answer from hgtv.com. Perhaps one of the largest benefits of quartz surfaces is that they are stain and heat resistant, making them easy to maintain. The non-porous quality of quartz also makes it highly resistant to mold and bacteria contamination.
Okay, period. What is the beneficial factor of rose quartz?
Here's an answer from thespruce.com. The rose quartz crystal emanates specific frequencies that promote heart healing. Black tourmaline and hematite have strong protective energies, while citron helps heal self-esteem issues, as well as attract wealth and abundance.
Oh, okay. Well, I just asked for rose quartz. I didn't ask for that. Don't be being hard-headed, Siri. You're doing too much. What's the next one? This one is... Because some of these I'm not trying to mispronounce. I ain't got time for y'all trying to come for me. What is this? Wait. What are the characteristics of lapiodite?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite...
I didn't either. What's the beneficial factors of lapidolite?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite...
Lepiodite.
That may be beyond my abilities.
What are the... This bitch said Bible. I can't... Lepidolite. Lepidolite beneficial factors.
Here's what I...
What are the beneficial factors of lepidolite? Why is it a tongue twister? What are the beneficial factors of lepidolite?
Here's what I found.
What are the properties of lepidolite?
Here's what I've.com. Labradorite is a stone of transformation, assisting one through change by enhancing strength and perseverance. It balances and protects the aura, raises consciousness and grounds spiritual energies. Labradorite is excellent for strengthening intuition and promoting psychic abilities, and for revealing the truth behind illusions.
Woo! Oh, this is good. Let me rub this one. Shit, let me rub. Okay. Needs to rub, huh? I need to keep this one close by me. Let me y'all for real. I need to keep this one because that's actually really important. They be wolves in sheep's clothes and trying to pull illusions and trying to throw smoke screens and shit. This Chris like that stone don't play. Okay, I like that. Okay. What are the beneficial factors of obsidian?
Answer from healthline.com. An intensely protective stone, obsidian, is said to help form a shield against physical and emotional negativity. It's also said to help get rid of emotional blockage and promote qualities of strength, clarity, and compassion to help find your true sense of self.
Okay, that was obsidian. She's beautiful because she is all black, y'all. Amethyst. Hey, sis. What are the beneficial factors of amethyst?
Here's what I found from thespruce.com. The amethyst works to purify any space of negative vibrations, emanates higher energy, and creates a suitable place for one to come back to the source of his or her own power.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah. Right here. Okay. Got two more left. Now, these little ones, I don't know. I think they're cardian or something, but I don't know about these ones. They just I got these from Etsy, and I like getting stuff from Etsy because they're from they're from artists and stuff, but sometimes they be even scamming on there because let me tell y'all something. I tried to get a cowhide jacket. I think Stefan did. He was Stefan did. He had a damn cowhide jacket. Was fly to the mother. I think it was like Saint Laurent. It was Saint Laurent. I think it was Saint Laurent. But I don't know what cows they got. They must have got that from God's farm, because I don't know. Or Oprah Winfrey's magical garden. I don't know. Maybe Beyonce's headquarters. They got the cow from somewhere important. Them cows, because that jacket. I'm like, does this come bulletproof and beneficial? I need beneficial factors for that price. Like, and I like nice stuff, but damn, like y'all, why am I paying this much for the coat and y'all eating burgers for $2 at McDonald's? Why? They shammed me, y'all. They tried to scam me. I reported their ass. I surely did. I screenshotted the whole motherfucking conversation. I sent it to the Etsy to contact support team. I need help because they trying to get my money and they did. And can I get it back? But they gave it back. Though they gave me that money back within less than 24 hours. It was probably like it was less than a day. But I did get it back. Let's go to the last stone. Blue apatite. What are the beneficial factors of the blue apatite?
This on the web.
Blue apatite crystal properties. There's a blue apatite.
I found this on the web.
Bitch! Describe blue apatite.
Here's what I found.
Blue apatite healing properties.
I found this on the web.
What are the beneficial factors of blue apatite?
Here's what I found.
Siri, can you explain to me blue apatite?
I found this on the web.
Healing properties of blue apatite.
Here's what I found.
Siri, what is going on? Blue apatite crystal definition.
I found this on the web.
He ain't trying to go. Siri being lazy. Let me just read it off to y'all. Siri pissed me off. Cleansing. Damn, what? Stop it. Y'all, don't y'all hate when y'all try to go on y'all phone's browser and you press it, you touch it one time. And it like 7 things pop up. Like I know my phone don't got no virus. It's like pop up. It go to another browser and everything gets calmed down, girl. Let's see. Blue apatite crystal beneficial factors. So it manifests positive energy in your day-to-day life. Because of this, it's nicknamed Stone of Manifestation. Okay. Other key blue apatite meanings include clarity, cleansing, protection, and wisdom. But before we dive deep, blue apatite stimulates the throat chakra, as well as the third eye chakra, as a deeply spiritual stone. It's predominantly used for its spiritual healing properties, but it does have uses outside the crystal world. Different from yellow apatites and other stones in the same family, blue is the most common. This is the most common one. It promotes self-expression and ignites an uplifting energy within you that cannot be halted. Okay. You place it under your pillow before bed. It stimulates vivid dreams and enhances dream recall. Some even claim blue apatite metaphysical properties go deeper struggle, but it gives vertical vision. Okay, y'all. This phenomenon is where you can witness multiple levels of consciousness operate harmoniously at the same time. People tend to use blue apatite crystals to cleanse their mental body, empowering them to see through illusions. This is the same one that this one do. So I need to combine these bitches. These girls need to fuse together. Cause what it's giving is some these two together are giving basically y'all we gonna be able to see through the bullshit and dream big and manifest it. So we're just gonna rock these two up. We're just gonna shimmer that over us, okay? So planets in the birth chart are really big. So as you all know, we're on the Earth, right? In rotation, like all of the other planets and their moons and all of the asteroids and dwarf planets and all of the celestial bodies. They impact us by like a lot, like our behaviors and our characteristics, like what we do, like our actions that's being taken. So I like to look at it like with a birth chart. There are a bunch of different things going on, right? If you all can probably see one, I'm gonna probably put one in here. I'm gonna figure out how to do that. But in a birth chart, there are planets. I'm just gonna go over planets, zodiac, our horoscopes, and then houses, right? So if a play, let's say it was a play, like a play, people were coming to a play to watch it or whatever. The planets would be the actors, the players, the characters, right? The people that are acting it out. The horoscopes or the zodiacs would be the costume. So what are they wearing, right? So it's the planet, which is the character, and then it's the horoscopes or the zodiacs, which is the costumes, right? Covering it up, trying, kind of keeping it together. Now, the houses are like the settings, are the scenes in the play. So like, like scene 1, and they have like a backdrop of forest. So scene 2, and they might have a backdrop of a snowy town or something. Those are the houses, okay? Those are 3 different like combos, right? So sometimes the setting doesn't necessarily mesh with the costume, like it might be a hot ass desert setting with a knight in shining armor, with the person in shining armor, like armor that shit gonna be it's gonna be hot, or you can have somebody who has like I don't know, like dry skin, you know, them being the person like the stuff, that planet being like a dry, like having dry skin, and they might have on this itchy ass turtleneck. You know, like they ain't gonna mesh well. And that might be in the damn rainforest. You never know. You never know. As a setting, as a house. So sometimes, or sometimes you can have like a snowy little town with a cute, like long little cute little mink coat. With like cute little moisturized little jumpsuit going on with your long johns underneath and stuff, like that all meshes together, like it all flows together, right? So you have harmony with some of these combinations, but that's all right. It's like it's okay to not have stuff. Everything does not. That's not life. Everything is not supposed to be like perfect in harmony. No, I have like there are two different types of. First of all, there's two categories within the planets. There are the inner planets, and then there are the outer planets, are the personal and impersonal. As you all know, like the sun is in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy. Or sun is like the Milky Way galaxy, gives us light or something, but it ain't just us out there. Just so y'all know. Okay. Let's give me a look there. Okay. Set two groupings. So there's some orbits that take like a day or two. Some take up to 15-20 years, maybe longer than that. It depends on the rotation, but the closer to the sun, the faster it's going to go with the gravitational pull. The sun's in the middle, she's not moving, and basically the other girls, they're like all in alignment. They're going to go faster. They're not all in the perfect arrangement and alignment, but they're all like within their little range. The closest ones, the closest girls gets the best gets the best gadgets and gadgets, and they're moving a little faster than the others. The other ones are probably a little slower because they can't see, like they're, it's so fast. The sun's in the middle. All of the planets are in their orbit around the sun. They all orbit around the sun. They all go move in the gravitational pull around the sun. They all go at different speeds, right? So when you go in at different speeds at different times in different positions, they're never going to be they might be in perfect alignment one time. You never know. That's why we get eclipses and stuff like that, because that's when planets are like, that's when they finally, the orbits are finally coming into alignment. But those are rare cases. Just like Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is like when it's like an optical illusion. Like the Mercury is basically going around because Mercury is closest to the sun, so that's why it goes around the sun the fastest. So when sometimes Mercury goes so fast that it seems like it's dispositioned from us to make it seems like it's going in reverse because it's going so fast. First one is one of the luminaries, the sun. It's number 1, the father. It also represents Leo, the Leo horoscope, our zodiac. So it talks about like the self, like the ego, kind of like me, I am, me, I. It's also it's vitality, it's life. Like if it wasn't for the sun, y'all, we wouldn't be living. To be honest, thank you, Mother Gaia, thank you, solar rays. It exudes life, it exudes energy. What are we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna express ourselves, right? But the sun is not moving. The sun is there. It's just sitting there. The sun's like. It's also like our outwardly expressions of ourselves, right? So it's how we express ourselves to other people, like confidence, stuff like that. So it also represents our goals, like what we want to get. Like how are we going to get there through the house? It's our end goal through the house that sun is in, right? It's like if your sun was in like your second house talks about like security, money, finances, personal possessions. So how are you going to get to that? Their goal of having that through your expression, which might be, I don't know, whatever your sun. If your sun was in like Sagittarius, it might be like through higher learning or I don't know, like higher learning or traveling, higher consciousness of self, like religion or high faith, stuff like that. How are you going to get there? So it's that's why I said the combination is kind of like limitless, like it's a bunch of different ways. But that's what your sun is representing. Your sun is representing how you're going to get to your end goal or your fulfillment through your house that is expressed. That's the scene that your sun is in when you were born. So next, we're going to talk about the moon. Hey, moon. Hey, Lulu. Moon is also a luminary. That's also known as mother. So the moon is known as the mother, and the moon it's in Cancer. It's in Cancer. And it represents the 4th house, which talks about like the home, the maternal matters, and that doesn't mean just women. That means like men too. Take these glasses off. It covers over the emotions, maternal matters, intimacy, privacy, like behind the closed doors, right? So that's when like you come in the door, close like it, the moon comes out. And the moon is often expressed a lot. It's 1 to 3 days, I think, where it changes where it goes to the constellation. 1 to 3 days, right? So that's pretty quick. So the moon actually is the fastest because it's the moon. It's the Earth's moon. Because y'all know different planets got different moons too, right? Yes, they got different moons. So that's how like the sun has things in orbit. a lot of the planets, different planets, they have different things in orbit of them, because you have to think about how gravity works, right? If something is smaller, like if something bigger is going towards something bigger, it's going to have something smaller within there that's not going to go towards the bigger object, right? If a smaller object goes to this big object, it's not going to go to the other big object that the big object is following all the way away. That's a lot. Having oily skin though, but it's fabulous. Darling. Okay. Getting the glasses back on. But your instincts, your intuition, like your emotions, area of life as well, like through the houses as well. So it's like the sun's talking about the goals, it's talking about the moon is talking about your fulfillment, your emotional fulfillment, and your emotional like need, like what do you need to be fulfilled in life, like to be happy, to be like prosperous, to be like, because you know there's like, let's say like a rich person, like would you rather be a rich person that's depressed as fuck, or would you rather be a homeless person that's happy as hell? Kind of like that. Like the rich person probably didn't find fulfillment. Like they reached their goal, but they didn't find their emotional fulfillment, so they're sad. Versus like the homeless person probably didn't meet their goals, but they emotionally fulfilled and happy. It's finding that balance, like finding that mutual agreement. Like I'm still gonna be I know for me I'm gonna meet my goals and still be happy while I'm doing it in Jesus' name. Hallelujah. With wealth and abundance within myself and my spirit. It's just knowing yourself. It starts with self, understanding who you are first and how you can operate and work. That's why I was telling y'all just know y'all charts. Because if you know your charts, that's the first thing. That's the first way to know who you are, what you want to do, where you want to go, and how you want to get there. Some people know right away they're more fortunate than other people, but that does not mean that the person that's less fortunate than them can just get justified as them fucking up and doing fucked up shit to people, or just being an asshole, you know? Mercury takes 3 to 4. Let's see, 3 to 4 weeks to go through the constellations. It also rules over 2 horoscopes. So this is the first one where it rules over 2 horoscopes. It's going to be Gemini and Virgo. So if you think about Virgos and Geminis, they have very fast, and I got both. But it's very quick, very witty. Like it governs over the 3rd house, which is Gemini, and the 6th house, which is Virgo. And the 3rd house of Gemini is communication, short distance travel, sometimes like technology, like social media, kind of like, you know, getting back and forth, messages getting back and forth. Think about Hermes, like the messenger god. Virgo, which talks about work routines, health, small pets, things like that, of that nature. How we communicate, how we talk, like how are we expressing ourselves, how are we, because this is the difference between expressing yourself and then being feeling a certain type of way. Like it's the difference between like versus basically like how you're saying something versus what you're saying, how you're saying it. Like you could probably what is the Mercury, the how is the emotion, right? So like how you say something might be like how I say, can you please pass me that remote, versus pass me the remote, or like that looks so cute, and you're like, you look cute, you know. It's like, so it's like the information that we're giving off and then how we're giving off are 2 different things. But like hey girl or hey girl, like, you know, like different things like that. It's about how you're doing it. So it's also how we receive information, but we have different speeds at the way that in the rate at which we process information and how we handle it and analyze it and things like that. It also talks about like how we solve problems or issues with our mind, how quickly we can do it, and how do we go about doing it, right? And yeah, I think Mercury's like a neutral planet. I don't think Mercury's like Mercury's not like a masculine or feminine, because Mercury's like in the middle. Because Mercury has both feminine and it has masculine, so it's like in the middle, because Gemini is masculine and Virgo is feminine. But the next planet we're going to talk about is a Venus, beauty, honey, bad bitch. So Venus takes 4 to 5 weeks to go through the constellations, right? On a birth chart, Venus is always whatever your sun sign is. It's normally either 2 before it or 2 after it, or that within that specific sign itself. If you are a Taurus, your Venus can be either in Taurus, Aries, Pisces, or it can be either in Gemini or Cancer. Or if you're a Scorpio, it can be, your Venus can be either in Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, or it can be in Sagittarius or Capricorn. Venus is essentially, if you're looking, because a lot of people, you know, we're looking for love. And Venus is about love, partnerships, because it rules over Taurus, which is the 2nd house, which is personal possessions, security, finances, material matters. And the 7th house, which is in Libra, and it talks about partnerships, relationships, and how we handle dealing with like different partnerships. And it can be friendships, it can be, you know, co-workers. It's still a relationship. Venus is about like love, beauty, what we find attractive, what we are attracted to, what normally is attracted to us. It talks about like how we like our interest in like music, arts, like fashion, like things that we admire, like the aesthetic things that are pleasing to the eye. But you have to be careful with Venus though, because Venus, like I said, Venus is the bad bitch planet. Like Venus is the girl that walks to the club with the mink coat, like with the cute, like I don't do lines, like walk to the front, like I don't do club, like I don't wait, like I'm getting in because I'm me. I don't like I'm gonna get what I want anyway. I don't have to really do much. Like I just can look cute, and I'll get it done just because I'm cute. Like I'm just because I'm a bad bitch. I know I can get in the club and get in VIP just because I'm that bitch. Like and you're gonna let me do it. By the way, let me get your car keys and let me go. Thank you. I'll say that. So it can be like entitlement sometimes, but and it can be like some things are not meant like ugly truths. Like sometimes truths are ugly and sometimes lies are pretty. Like, you know, and we have to know the difference between the two of those. So I think Venus is also a really important lesson because if a lot of people have like Venus placements, they are very attractive. Like they normally exude like beauty or they normally exude like alluring energy. As long as you know how to harness the positive traits within these placements within your chart, you'll be good to go. But when you start accessing them little toxic traits, honey, go see a local therapist, okay? Okay. The next is actually the opposite of Venus. So it's a masculine, it's in Mars. Mars takes 6 to 7 weeks to go through the constellations, y'all. And it's in Aries. So it's the ruler of Aries is his ruler. It's the co-ruler of Scorpio. Which is interesting. It talks about identity. Mars is known as the aggressive or the war, the planet of war. So like people are like, oh my god, no. As the horoscopes, the placements and the house placements, the planet placements and your zodiac placements, you'll be good to go. But Mars is about aggression, about being brave. It's like energizing. It's about being. It can be aggressive, but some places might be a good thing. My Mars is in my first house. This placement is already in its natural place because it's in its first house. So that means that my Mars is very comfortable. Like that's this house. So it's like I'm chilling. Or like if your Venus was in, so the houses I'm saying that it's in, if it's in that house, I mean it's exalted, meaning that it's giving it. It's like yes, yeah. And the planet like yes. And the house like yeah. You know they're encouraging each other to thrive and do the best that they can. Like Mars is like forward thinking, action, taking action, being ambitious, being like passionate. But sometimes Mars can get mad and they can be ready to fight people. Like Mars is aggressive. It can be like outbursts, like bitch, and another thing, bitch. Like it can be like that. Mars can be very aggressive. And you have to know how to tame it. You know, like you have to know how to control it and harness it and put it into something positive or creative. Like recreational artists, like do something with art, are creative, or take your ass to the damn boxing ring and hit the little gym bag or run a mile or something. Yeah, but that's Mars, y'all. So those are the inner. Now we're gonna talk about the outer.